Okay, who initiated the first kiss? Who apologizes first after a fight?
And it's Jennifer. And it took me about 4 or 5 seconds, and she said, "It's Jennifer. It's Jennifer." I go, "Oh my God, Jennifer, you look beautiful." We basically had a small chit chat, and she says, "Well, you have my number. Reach
With
out."
Jennifer, look, it was a good experience.
Today, we're diving into the latest celebrity drama that's been making headlines everywhere. Jennifer Lopez, the iconic singer and actress, has reportedly lashed out at her ex-fiancé Alex Rodriguez for allegedly not wanting her back. Their whirlwind romance had captured the hearts of fans worldwide, but now it seems like things have taken a dramatic turn. Join us as we unpack all the details and discuss what this means for both J.Lo and A-Rod. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for all the latest updates on your favorite celebrities.
Talk about Alex. I'm very excited for you.
Oh my God.
The hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life was face my daughters, Natasha and Ella, and tell them this is the mistake that Daddy made.
Everyone knows I've made some mistakes and served the suspension, and I come back in that time and try to, do a lot of work.
In March 2021, Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez shocked everyone by ending their engagement. Fast forward a year, and both of them seem to be doing well. Jennifer, the star of Marry Me, has reignited her romance with Ben Affleck and even got married to him. Meanwhile, Alex Rodriguez, the former Yankees player, spoke with Martha Stewart on her iHeartRadio podcast. When asked how he was doing post J.Lo, he shared that he was feeling happy and healthy. He added that he had no regrets. "Life is good," he said. "I feel blessed every morning. I thank God for my health and my amazing daughters, who are now 17 and 14. They're my top priority." The 46-year-old former baseball player, now a businessman, also mentioned that there was no lingering resentment after their breakup. "We had a great time," he reflected. "Most importantly, we always prioritize our kids in everything." Rodriguez also praised Lopez, saying, "Let me tell you about Jennifer. I was telling my colleagues recently, she's the most talented person I've ever known." Rodriguez and Lopez began dating in 2017 and got engaged in 2019. During the early days of the pandemic, they spent time at home with their blended family, which included Lopez's twins, Max and Emmy, from her previous marriage to Mark Anthony, and Rodriguez's daughters, Ella and Natasha, from his previous marriage to Cynthia Scurtis. The pandemic ultimately delayed their wedding plans, and shortly afterward, they announced their split. Reports now reveal more details about what led to Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez's breakup, including the moment when they realized their efforts to resolve their issues weren't working.
About Jennifer Lopez, who you went out with for several years. You even set the date to get married, and then you broke up last year.
Look at, you're barely under the umbrella. He's holding it for himself.
Hit him in the head, yeah.
You're about to get poked in the eye with one of
No,
those.
it's fine.
Yeah, what a gentleman. You're barely under there.
Actually, he is.
No,
He's-
I know he is.
He's a great guy.
He is a good guy.
Yes.
Now,
A longtime friend of Alex Rodriguez revealed that he gave A-Rod a serious warning when he first started dating Jennifer Lopez. "Whatever you do, you cannot mess her around," the friend recalled advising him. "I said, this lady is like American royalty. Whatever happens, you cannot treat her badly. If you split up for any reason, she has to be the one to dump your butt." There's certainly a lot of pressure on someone to date Jennifer Lopez, but they both fell in love. Another source familiar with the couple mentioned that Rodriguez genuinely tried to fix things after they released a statement last month denying breakup rumors and stating that they were working on their problems. "I do think Alex tried to make it work when he went down to the Dominican Republic, where Lopez has been shooting Shotgun Wedding," the source shared. "It wasn't fake, he was genuine. I have no doubt that Jennifer was the one who controlled how it played out. She would have wanted to have the final say. The initial story caught her off guard, and she likes to handle her own affairs."
Does it bother you that within days after you broke up, that she was back to seeing Ben Affleck and that she ended up getting married to him, not you?
First of all, I would say I'm glad I'm not going to ever be a presidential candidate because you would hammer me.
Rodriguez ultimately couldn't regain Lopez's trust amid cheating rumors and his past reputation. A source told E! That once her trust is broken, there's no turning back. She feels good about her decision because she knows A-Rod will still be in her life, just in a different capacity. According to People, a clearer timeline has emerged on when Lopez decided to call it quits with Rodriguez. Their final decision, made last week, was reportedly friendly. A source said they spent time together in the Dominican Republic and mutually decided that it was best to go their separate ways. The split was very amicable, the source revealed.
Look, it was a good experience, and I wish her and the children, who are smart and beautiful and wonderful, I wish them the very best.
That's it?
In their official statement about their breakup, Lopez and Rodriguez emphasized their plans to remain friends and continue collaborating in business. "We have realized we are better as friends and look forward to remaining so," the former couple said. "We will continue to work together and support each other on our shared businesses and projects. We wish the best for each other and one another's children. Out of respect for them, the only other comment we have to make is thank you to everyone who has sent kind words and support." Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez were once one of Miami's most famous couples. The singer, actress, and retired baseball star started dating in 2017 and got engaged 2 years later. Their relationship appeared strong, with Lopez moving into A-Rod's home in Coral Gables and their kids blending well together as a family. Wedding plans were postponed due to the pandemic, but there were rumors of a ceremony being planned. Then, in April 2021, came the surprise announcement J-Rod called it quits. Before fans could even guess the reason, some speculated that Rodriguez had been sending messages to Southern Charm star Madison LaCroix. Meanwhile, Lopez was seen with her former flame, Ben Affleck. The Hollywood stars, once known as Ben Affleck, were photographed all over the world looking very close. Affleck was even seen hanging out at Lopez's rented home in Miami Beach, where she stayed until her twins finished school.
I was having lunch somewhere and I saw him and he
What were
passed
you
by
having?
and I tapped.
No,
I saw him walk by and then afterwards I went outside. But for some reason I just felt like tapping him on the shoulder and saying hi. And I said, "Hi, Alex." And he was like, "Hi, Jennifer." And I was like, "Yeah." And then that was it.
Back in the limelight for a sequel, the passionate actors, Ben and Jennifer, got married about a year later, not once, but twice. But trouble started after they bought a $6 million mega mansion in LA. Paparazzi, who followed their every move, snapped pictures of them looking tense and unhappy several times. Then came the final straw. Lopez began attending events like the Met Gala and her Atlas premiere alone. Now, TMZ reports that a divorce from her fourth husband is likely. So, how does A-Rod feel about all of this? According to In Touch Weekly, The Bachelor, currently dating fitness instructor Jacqueline Coderio, seems to be watching the drama unfold with interest. The Fox Sports commentator often praised his ex-fiancé in public, but sources say he struggled a lot after their split. The father of two felt like karma had come around, an insider revealed. He felt like J.Lo replaced him when she got together with Ben, and it really hurt him. The source added, he went from planning their wedding to seeing her marry someone else in what felt like no time. It was the toughest year for him. 7. Jennifer Lopez and former MLB star Alex Rodriguez had a romance that seemed destined from the start. Unlike typical Hollywood stories, their love story began in 1999 when Lopez signed an autograph for the young baseball player. They crossed paths again in 2005 at a Yankees game, but both were married at the time. Fast forward 12 years, and J-Rod finally became a couple.
That's how we met.
So right then you exchanged numbers?
No. He was just like, I said, "What are you doing in LA?" He said, "I live out here now." He goes, "What about you?" I said, "I've always lived out here."
During their unconventional start, Lopez and Rodriguez's relationship was filled with memorable moments, from their first big appearance at the Met Gala to the magical proposal. Everyone could see how crazy they were about each other. On their first anniversary, the singer publicly expressed her love before performing us at a concert. "I don't want to get all mushy, but hey, this song's for you, baby. I love you," she shared during AT&T's Super Saturday concert in 2018. The former baseball player returned the sentiment on their second anniversary with a heartfelt Instagram post dedicated to his significant other. Here's a look back at Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez's relationship. October 1999, Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez crossed paths for the first time. Rodriguez shared that he first met Lopez when he asked her for an autograph that year. TBT to almost 20 years ago, when a big-time global pop star signed a photo for a young ball player, he wrote alongside a picture of the autograph as a keepsake on Instagram in 2018. He added hashtags like #life can be a funny thing sometimes and picture perfect. May the 21st, 2005, Jennifer Lopez took a photo with Alex Rodriguez and her then-husband Mark Anthony. 6 years after they first met, J.Lo was at a Yankees game at Shea Stadium in Queens, New York. Before the game started, Lopez and Rodriguez shook hands, a moment she later described as having a strange feeling like 3 seconds. It was like 3 to 5 seconds of just looking at someone right in their eyes and feeling stuck.
He was like, we should hang out, and I was like, okay. I said, well, you can find me, you have my number. And he was like, yeah, okay.
He hid your number already?
Describe it as the luckiest day of my life. No, but I was having a lunch with 2 women from my office, and we then jumped into a room and had a conference call. It was very complicated. Anyways, long story short, I'm walking outside, and I forget where I parked my car. Well, anyways, someone taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around, and I do not recognize this person. And it's Jennifer, but she's dressed up as Harley from Shades of Blue. And she's in her jeans and her big boots. And it took me about 4 or 5 seconds, and she says, it's Jennifer. It's Jennifer. I go, oh my God, Jennifer, you look beautiful. I was so embarrassed, and then I got a little nervous, and I'm like, this is so goofy. We all know who Jennifer is, and she's everywhere. And then we basically had a small...
February 2017, Jennifer Lopez was first seen with Alex Rodriguez. They ran into each other at a restaurant in Los Angeles, and J.Lo took the initiative this time. I was having lunch somewhere and I saw him walk by, Lopez shared afterward. I went outside and for some reason, I felt like tapping him on the shoulder. Later on, A-Rod invited her to dinner, and they hit it off. He texted me and said, let's go out to dinner, and I said, sure. Lopez remembered, we had a nice dinner. April the 8th, 2017, Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez made their relationship public on Instagram with their first couple photo, which has since been deleted. The next month, they appeared together for the first time on the red carpet at the Met Gala. During the event, J.Lo showed how much she adored her new boyfriend by blowing him a kiss across the dinner table. June 2017, Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez went on their first couple's vacation together, dubbing it a vacation to the romantic city of Paris, France. August 2017, J-Rod celebrated another milestone when they attended their first wedding as a couple. On October 31, 2017, Lopez and Rodriguez appeared on the cover of Vanity Fair, solidifying their status as a power couple. In their first joint interview, they explained why they were perfect for each other. We're like twins, Rodriguez shared with the magazine. Both Leos, both from New York, both Latino, and about 20 other things.
Is on the field pale in comparison to dating Jennifer Lopez. I mean, this is they should clear out a special wing of the Hall of Fame for that alone.
March 9, 2019, the two got engaged. Rodriguez shared on Instagram that he proposed to Lopez with a big diamond ring while they were on vacation in the Bahamas. He went to great lengths to make sure the moment was perfect. During an interview on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, A-Rod revealed that he had been planning the proposal for about 6 months. I practiced for 3 days straight leading up to it, he said. I wanted the sunset to be perfect. He even timed the sunset over the ocean. One day it was at 6:27, the next day 6:29, and then the third day it rained, he recalled. So I chose 6:29, and I said, this is the time I'm going to do it, and it worked out perfectly. September the 28th, 2019, Lopez and Rodriguez threw a big party to celebrate their engagement. It was held at singer Carol Bayer-Sage's house in Bel Air. After the celebration, they both posted pictures of themselves on social media, looking really happy and in love. February the 2nd, 2020, Rodriguez was there to support Jennifer Lopez during her incredible Super Bowl halftime show performance. Lopez totally rocked the Super Bowl with her co-headliner Shakira, and Rodriguez was right there, dancing and cheering her on. February the 29th, 2020, Jennifer Lopez shared that she was in no hurry to marry Alex Rodriguez, almost a year after they got engaged. Speaking openly, J.Lo admitted that she initially thought they'd tie the knot soon after the engagement. It's funny because when we first got engaged, I was like, oh, we'll get married in a few months. She told Oprah Winfrey during her 2020 Vision, Your Life in Focus tour. All that romantic thinking that led me to get married 3 times came rushing back.
Probably still be drinking, It was just part of why I started drinking alcohol because I was trapped.
Fast forward almost 20 years to 2021, and Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck were seen enjoying a cute date in the Hamptons. By the summer of 2022, they got married. However, if you've been keeping up, you might have noticed that they haven't been spotted together publicly since around March 30th, when they were seen out in New York.
And lots of kind of just, so that's a big diamond. And, and I was like, yeah.
Jennifer sparked speculation when she liked an Instagram post about healthy relationships, suggesting that things between her and Ben might not be going smoothly. The post said, you can't build a relationship with someone who is disconnected from themselves. She then attended the Met Gala alone, explaining Ben's absence by saying he was filming The Accountant too. But, let's face it, there seems to be trouble in paradise, and it's not just a small issue considering we're talking about the possibility of a divorce. Even before these recent signs, there were hints that things weren't right. Remember that viral video where Ben looked stressed during a coffee run in LA? He slammed the car door after helping Jennifer into the passenger seat. Then, there was footage of them appearing to argue at traffic lights in Beverly Hills, with Ben pointing and Jen staring out the window. Definitely not a calm moment. At last year's Grammy Awards, Jennifer seemed to snap at Ben during a tense moment, though they tried to downplay it. Did you catch the video where Ben hurried off after telling J.Lo he'd return? It seemed like he couldn't wait to leave.
Of the year. It wasn't the actual devil. No, they were just dressed as...
So, here's what's happening. Jennifer and Ben's marriage seems to be hitting a rough patch. A source told US Weekly that Jen and Ben have been having problems in their marriage. Issues started a few months ago when Jennifer began focusing more on work and preparing for her tour. TMZ also reported that Ben has moved out. Sources revealed that he's left their shared house, and he has been seen coming and going, spending nights
all over it. He's been out of the house. They haven't seen the two of them in public in 47 days. And so people are buzzing. That's all I have to say. Next.
Amid all the talk of divorce, fans are sharing their own theories about why Jennifer and Ben's marriage hit a rough patch. Many believe that Ben got tired of Jennifer constantly seeking attention and discussing their love life so openly. It's not far-fetched, especially since Ben himself has said that he prefers to keep their marriage private and away from social media. Here's what happened. Jen and Ben broke up in 2003 before getting back together 2 decades later. At that time, Ben mentioned how the public scrutiny had put a lot of strain on their relationship. But when they rekindled their romance, he realized he needed to adapt to this new phase. He even talked about it in Jennifer's 2024 documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, saying, "When we reunited, I told her I'm not really comfortable sharing our relationship on social media, but then I realized it's unfair to ask that. It's like marrying a boat captain and saying, I don't like water. We're just two people with different approaches trying to find a middle ground."
That you want to play younger even in the autobiography.
This is not my autobiographical, this is meta. This is me using some of my story.
Semi-autobiographical. It's your story, but younger.
Well, she still got her beauty, her bank account, so bye boy to him. Bobby, this isn't about me and you. Bobby, take that out.
No, this is what...
That is not part of the script.
It seems like Ben never really felt comfortable with their personal life being so public, and this has really affected their marriage. There's a part in the documentary where Ben appears uneasy about Jennifer sharing their old love letters with her friends and colleagues. On top of that, there's talk that Jennifer pressured Ben to maintain a certain image, which led to him getting upset when criticized for trying fillers and Botox, something she had encouraged him to try. Rumor has it that Jennifer convinced him that it's common in Hollywood, even among his close friends like Matt Damon. There are reports going around that Jen and Ben aren't ready to give up on their marriage just yet and might try to work things out. Apparently, Ben is willing to give therapy a shot, even though he feels a bit awkward about it. He's approaching it with an open mind, but he's also realistic that therapy might not resolve everything between them. He's okay with dealing with challenges and fighting for what he believes in, more than most guys. According to someone who has known Ben for a long time, everything's a bit of a struggle for him and Jen. They say Ben thrives on overcoming tough situations. Since they got back together, it seems like Ben and Jennifer often clash, but there's still a lot of passion and respect between them. But you have to wonder, why are they making their marriage so difficult? Isn't there an easier way to make things work? Even though Ben and Jennifer have their disagreements, they don't resort to ignoring each other when things get tough. They aren't afraid to hash things out or even raise their voices. But some people question whether this is a sustainable way to handle issues, especially since they're still considering working together on more movies. Sources aren't sure whether Ben and Jennifer will break up or if they will work things out. We'll keep you posted, but right now, it looks like they're going through the usual ups and downs that any couple faces in a relationship. In 2010, J.Lo shared how challenging it was coping with the constant media focus on their relationship during an appearance on The Graham Norton Show. She expressed, "I really like Ben, he's a great guy, but dealing with that non-stop media attention for 2 whole years was so tough for both of us." She continued, "We were on the cover of every magazine every single week. It was really weird. I think our relationship suffered because of all that. It's not the only reason, but it definitely affected how things worked between us."
Could any relationship kind of survive that?
No, it was a lot. honestly. I've never really talked about it before. And, I love Ben. He's a great guy. But it was a lot for both of us to be under that type of siege for 2 years straight. It was like we were on the cover of every magazine every week. And it was just, I don't know, it was just a weird thing that, media catches on to certain things and they just go crazy.
After everything they've been through, maybe they're ready to figure things out. Do you think they'll work things out, or is this marriage over for good? What's your take on the situation? Let us know in the comments below. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this.